Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Monday, September 16th. This is I didn't even tell you this is the day after my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my birthday, it was yesterday, Sunday.
Wow.
Sunday the 15th. How young do you think I am?
I don't want to go there, Bruce.
Melinda States is here, and she's clearly showing she's wiser than her years, that's for sure, as she holds off telling me how old I am. But yeah, happy September 16th to everybody out there today. We're going to talk today about the Fairfield Plein Air Paintout. It is set for the week of September 24th through the 28th. I probably should have written that down, shouldn't I?
You did well. You got the date.
Well, I'll get it right this time, but then that'll be it. That'll be just about it. But yeah, we're going to talk about that here with Melinda in just a few moments, and talk about all kinds of wild artistry. Today it's an art day. Today, just like the on Friday afternoon in school, the last couple of hours of class. That was art time.
Art and recess.
Art and recess, that's exactly right. But before we get to that, let's tell you a few things going on in and around the area here on this gorgeous Monday, September 16th, up in Flora. I guess from here down in Flora. The Clay County Hospital, now this open to the public. They are hosting a chocolate sale from 9 o'clock to 4 p.m. today and tomorrow. I'd go today so that you can make sure you get the stuff that might run out by tomorrow. I mean, if you're looking to buy chocolate, go today. It goes to the Clay County Auxiliary, and it's 9 to 4 both days in the conference room at the hospital. Everyone is welcome. Public's welcome. Cash, cards, and employee payroll deductions available. Now, I asked. They had a sale or something last week, and I asked my friends that were here last week on the show. I think it was for crafts. It was crafts, and they said no, they would not use a payroll deduction to buy crafts.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Would you use a payroll deduction to buy chocolate?
Oh, of course.
I don't blame you, Melinda. I would too. Yeah. I say I was all fine last week not using the payroll deduction to buy crafts, but if it's chocolate and if it's good chocolate,
it's one of the food groups.
That's exactly right. It is one of the food groups. So yeah, they'll take cash cards as well as payroll deduction. I'm presuming only if you work at the hospital. A portion of the proceeds, again, do go to the hospital auxiliary. Up in Effingham today, this is from 1 o'clock until 4:30. They're going to have a blood drive at the Effingham Event Center this afternoon. It's in the hall bar and patio there in the Event Center, you know where it is, just off of I-57, 64, not 64, I-57 and 70 as they meet there on the north side of town. The Effingham Event Center hosting a community blood drive with Impact Life, the provider of blood components for local hospitals up there in that area. The blood drive will be from 1 to 4:30 of course, it's 1501 West Fayette Avenue inside the banquet room. Appointments, you probably do need an appointment to donate. They need you to contact Impact Life at 800-747-5401 or visit bloodcenter.org and use code 70751 so that they'll be able to locate the drive in Effingham. Donor eligibility, potential donors, you need to be at least 17 years old. Now, if you're 16 and you want to donate blood, you can do so with a parental permission form, and they have those. I think you can probably find that online. And you need to weigh more than 110 pounds. A photo ID is required to donate. If you have questions about eligibility, give them a call at 800-747-5401. That's the same number, of course, that you call to make your appointment between 1 and 4:30. What's the last date you could have given blood to do it again? July 24th. If you have donated blood since July 22nd of 24. July 22nd, you are eligible. If you have given blood since the 22nd, you are not eligible. Let's put it that way. Of course, blood donation is a safe, simple procedure. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and individuals with diabetes or controlled high blood pressure may also be accepted as blood donors. So you can give it a shot, even if you're on blood thinners thinners are different. If you're on hypertension medication and that kind of stuff. What else is going on today here on September 16th? This is lovely National Guacamole Day. This falls on September 16th each year, brings fresh flavors together for the perfect celebration. Avocados shine as the star of this dip. Lime juice, tomatoes, onions, and seasonings make guacamole a guilt-free addition to any snack or meal. Since avocados fall into the superfood category, feel free to indulge. Expect a flavorful dip packed full of good fats and nutrients, along with the fresh taste of lime and a hint of spice. Easy to make as well. You can take it to work and use it for a party dish. All kinds. Where do you think who originally developed guacamole, Melinda?
Don't have a clue.
The Aztecs.
It's really old, isn't it?
Yeah, it is old. It developed by the Aztecs. Do you eat guacamole?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You just say to heck with health.
I'm a pretty picky eater. I'll just say it up
So you're not going to the Mexican restaurant at all?
I do go to the Mexican restaurant.
As long as they don't put guacamole on it.
I ask for no guac.
I ask for no sour cream. I'm with you. I'll eat guacamole some, but I am not eating sour cream.
I don't do sour cream either.
I don't blame you a bit. I am all for you on that. But yeah, this is National Guacamole Day, September 16th. Using a mortar and pestle, the Aztecs would mash ripe avocados and then mix in sea salt. And beyond any of those basic ingredients, of course, of tomatoes and the rest, you can add hot sauce, yogurt, other seasonings, all kinds of different things to make a guacamole. Where do avocados grow? Well, it's easy. Mexico. They grow in Mexico, Florida, California, and Hawaii. I would have thought guacamole was more of a, avocados were more of a worldwide thing. They're not?
No, apparently not.
You don't know, you don't want to know, do you?
Not something I need to know today.
What else is going on today? Maybe this one she'll be happy with. This is also National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day on September 16th. This warms the home and the heart with delicious goodness. It's bakeries across the country, folks, request cinnamon raisin bread more often than most others. Naturally sweet, the aroma created baking this bread will make anybody's mouth water. Cinnamon raisin bread toasts nicely and pairs well with several toppings. You know what you eat? Okay, now you probably, do you make your own cinnamon raisin bread, or do you even eat cinnamon
I
raisin?
eat cinnamon raisin bread, yes.
All right.
See, I'm not that picky.
All right, now look. Let's look at these pictures. There's the one cinnamon raisin bread, and that looks pretty good. Here's another cinnamon raisin bread. What are we missing on both of these cinnamon raisin breads? This is the way I was raised eating cinnamon raisin bread.
I don't know unless it's a topping of some sort. What are you missing?
You got to have the frosting on top.
Oh, the frosting.
You got to have the sugar frosting on top. That way,
it doesn't toast very well that way.
No. It just ruins your toaster.
Yes.
It toasts great. You cut it. You put it in the toaster with that frosting on top. The frosting
drips down in there.
Goos down onto the bread.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Now, granted, it might cut some life from the toaster.
Yes, I think it would.
But yeah, hey, if you're gonna eat cinnamon raisin bread, that's the way to do it. You got to have the frosting on top. Stop at a local bakery today, or maybe make your own homemade cinnamon raisin bread. Either way, be sure to share it with folks. And what other breads include cinnamon and raisins in the ingredients? Well, English muffins, coffee cakes, muffins, bagels, donuts, even biscuits will occasionally have their share of cinnamon and raisins. What else is going on today on the 16th? This is National Step Family Day. National Step Family Day falls on September 16th in each year, recognizes all the blended families making it work. Today, honor the blended families everywhere, honor blended families everywhere by saying thank you for making the world a better place. In the U.S., what percentage do you think of the under 18 population live in a step family environment? This is a good question. I had no idea. I will give you.
It's a higher percentage than what we think.
It's a higher percentage than what you think. It was higher than what I thought. But then I thought about it. In my own families, my sister lives in a step family setup. My brother could. If he would marry somebody, or if his ex-wife would marry somebody, that would be a blended family.
Mm-hmm.
What percentage would you say?
Oh, I don't know.
make a
Divorce
guess.
rate is more than 50%, I think, these days. So it probably is at least that.
No, it's less than that. It's 30.
Is it 30? Okay.
30% of the under 18 population in the country.
Oh, under 18. Yeah.
Under 18, yeah, sorry. 30% of the under 18 population live in a step family environment, also known as a blended family. Parents, siblings, and extended family members work together to create happy, functional environments. Circumstances may vary, whether a divorce, maybe a death in the family, or other events created it. The important thing is that they choose to be a family. A few things you can do to make the transition easier: get some professional advice. Self-help books by professionals will guide you through each phase of becoming a blended family. Take it slow. Rushing into a relationship is risky when children aren't involved, and just think how much riskier it is when children are. Keep it light. Everyone needs to get to know each other, their likes and dislikes. Play easy games that bring out each other's personalities. Try one-on-one time doing something your child enjoys. Level the playing field. Choose activities everyone involved will enjoy and are capable of participating in. If even one member of the group is left out, someone will feel like an outsider. For example, maybe a boating adventure would go badly if one family member gets seasick easily. Then you don't want to do it, because then you have the whole everybody blaming one person, and that's not cool. Give children permission to be loyal. A child's dad or mom is still and will always be their dad or mom. New person coming into their life is your new spouse. They are a step parent. Their role is different from the child's parent. So there you go. And negative words and former spouses. Children develop a sense of a parent's character over time. How you speak of your children's other parent reflects on you. Try not to use negative words about the absent parent. It's possible for former spouses to join in on family activities. So just make sure you don't. It's common sense, ladies and gentlemen, how to make a step family, but you forget, I suppose,
Right.
in the heat of being in that situation. Never been in it myself, so.
Nor I.
No, we're both appreciative of that. All right?
Yes.
This started back in 1997. Christy Burgold founded National Step Family Day. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to see on television? High school baseball. We've got 2 games for you this afternoon at 4:25 today. The Odin Patoka Eagles will be in Louisville playing North Clay. That's on Catch TV 100. Josh will be doing that game for you. I'll be in T-Town, South Central, playing the Wooden Shoes up there at Teutopolis. That's on channel 99 at 425. Major League Baseball tonight. The A's are in Chicago taking on the Cubs. That's Joey Estes versus Shota Imanaga on Marquee, channel 597. Pirates are in St. Louis. Paul Skeens, it's a Skeens day tonight, as Skeens versus Andre Palant, and that's at 6:45 on Bally, channel 630. Finally, in baseball, White Sox will be in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. Jonathan Cannon versus Reed Detmers. The White Sox, they need some wins to avoid being the worst team of all time. Can you imagine? All the years of baseball, 135 years of baseball. This year's Chicago White Sox are going to have the worst record of all time. Since 1892. What is that, 138, 128 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
132, isn't it? and they're going to have the worst record in the history of baseball. That's a bad team. And they've already fired the coach, but they're not going to fire everybody else. They need to fire the owner.
Yeah, there's not a lot of record you want to have for that.
No, that's not a record you want to have. And they find new ways to lose every night. Monday Night Football tonight as well. The Falcons are in Philadelphia taking on the Eagles. That'll be on ESPN Channel 601. Melinda States is here. We're going to talk about the Fairfield Plein Air Paintout. After these words, you stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining today, as I am joined by Melinda States. She is one of the coordinators of the Fairfield Plein Air Paintout, and you've been there since the beginning of it.
Very beginning.
How many? All right, I got to know. There have been a few of these over the years. Time flies. I've had you on the show, and we're going to have proof pictures here.
We're going to have a history.
We're going to walk down historical lane here in a little bit. But how many of these plein air paintouts have
Well, I
there
had to look before I came, but
You knew I was going to ask.
yes.
I ask you every year, and you usually
And
don't know.
yeah, it's the 13th.
Is this really the 13th?
Yes.
So it started like in 2013 or 12 or 11 or
yeah,
something.
12, I think.
Okay. Boy, oh boy. And they even did it. Didn't they even have it during the COVID year?
Yes, we did.
I was kind of thinking,
Yeah.
you never missed a year, did
We
you?
have not missed a year. We didn't have artists that year, but we did it differently, and but we still had the event.
Okay. I got to know that, and this was all started by the Volunteers for Progressive Fairfield.
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the Volunteers for Progressive. That's still a viable, moving organization,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is. It's a group of people that we work to try to bring events and activities to Fairfield that are open for everyone to participate in. So we do movies in the park, Well, we didn't get them done this year, but usually in the summertime.
It was too hot.
It was too hot. We also do the Christmas lights in the park.
Okay.
That's one of our big things. And then just, if there's something that comes along that we just jump in and do it, so.
I know that they've had a wide variety of different things over the past several years. What was the onus behind 13 years ago in 2012 or 2011, whenever it was? What was the onus behind a plein air paint out? Now, I'm assuming our friend Spencer Meager had a lot to do with it.
Spencer was one we contacted to be a consult with before we started.
Okay, so somebody had already thought of it.
Yes.
Who came up, or what was the?
At that
I
time.
don't guess I don't even know who, but I mean, you're all sitting around the table spitballing, I guess, right? One of you said, let's have a WWE wrestling match.
Well, actually, I think it was brought up before I became a part of the.
Oh, really? Okay, they probably got you involved because you're an artist person.
They got me involved because, I had just retired and they thought I had time on my hands, I guess. And,
Note to self: when you're retired, don't tell anybody.
then the group at that time had been thinking about trying to do something along the line of artwork. Frontier Community College did an art show, and I think it was kind of winding down at that point, so that's when they stepped in and decided they wanted to do something with art. And so we're like, well, we need to talk to an artist to see what might work, and that's how Spencer got involved.
And that's the interesting thing about this. 15 years ago, there weren't very many plein air paintouts throughout the country, let alone throughout Illinois.
Right. We were one of the first ones in Illinois, I think. There might have been one up towards Chicago. And actually, we're still the main one farther south.
Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. Let's tell people what plein air means. What exactly is a plein air paintout? Because I've had this explained to me numerous times, and now I think I know what it means, but I'm going to ask you.
Plein air is a French term for meaning out of doors.
Okay.
So everything that's painted is done out of doors.
Out of doors, not in a studio.
Not in a studio. The artists are outdoors doing their paintings.
I always kind of wondered if the artists were kind of locked in, being a plein air event, if they were ever locked into a particular medium, like if you got to use acrylic or you got to use watercolors, or how does that work? It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It depends on what they feel most comfortable with, because we've had oils, we've had acrylics, we've had watercolors, we've had pastels.
Oh, really?
We've had pen and ink, so we've had a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about over the past several years. You've had quite a nice bunch of successful artists come through here, haven't you? Come through Wayne
Yes.
County.
We have some very well-known artists. It's kind of amazing that they find us.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they change yearly. I mean, we have some that have been with us every year that we've had an event, and then we've got, I think, 5 new ones this year.
How many artists are typically invited or will attend and will work for the whole week? Because they're working. I mean, this is a working trip for these artists.
Yes,
They're working.
They are out every day and every evening painting.
Yeah.
We open it up for registrations, and we cap it at 25 because we also provide them housing, and so it's difficult sometimes to find housing for more than 25.
Let's talk a little bit about the event and the dates of it. September 24th is the Tuesday. Mm-hmm. That's the opening date for the painters to start painting, right? Or will some of them? How do they get their ideas? Just do they come in and they start driving around, or what's the story?
That's the most part what they do.
No kidding.
Yeah, they just drive till they find something that strikes them. We also have to get, thanks to Spencer through the years, we have this little map with places pinned on it that they can go to and do some art. They see things through his eyes at that point, though.
So they're seeing things from now we're talking about Spencer in the past tense, because Spencer sadly passed away this past spring, and which leaves a
big hole,
huge, gigantic, enormous hole in the organization, as well as in the talent
Yes.
That were participating in the paint out. We're going to talk about Spencer over the course of the morning or the course of the show. But and then that's when we walk down History Lane. We're going to. Spencer's been on the show a few times.
Yes.
And we'll see. I got to tell you, when we see the pictures, he never changed.
Well, no. He
You and
probably
I.
didn't. What can I say?
What let's do is we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to show some of the pictures, just kind of give you an idea of what the plein air paint out is, what their folks do, and also what how that works, how you can get involved, because you can buy one of these paintings. We'll be back right after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
And if I look at...
Hello, were you about to say what?
I'm okay.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, as Melinda States is here. We're talking about the Fairfield Plein Air Paintout. By the way, folks want to know more about the paintout. How do they get a hold of somebody? Or what's
If you want to
best
find more information about the paintout, the best bet is our Facebook page.
Okay.
It's Fairfield Paintout. It's what it is on Facebook.
Okay.
So
Fairfield Paintout on Facebook, and it'll have the schedule and everything.
Yes.
Speaking of the schedule, usually there has in the past been a nocturne.
Yes.
Are we having a nocturne this year?
we are.
When is the Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not speak fluent French like myself, nocturne's French, right?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah. So basically, nocturne is a like night music, night
painting.
Night painting. When is the night painting? Or what is the schedule?
They will start that night painting on Wednesday, but we're giving them all week to work on. So they'll have Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night to be able to work on it.
And it's fascinating to me when you look through these paintings. I don't know. I didn't even look that closely at the ones you sent me, other than the one we talked about earlier. Did you send me a nocturne?
I think I did.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let's look at some of the work that these folks do over the course of the week. And then there's a show on Friday night.
Yes.
And a show on Saturday.
Yes.
And where are those?
We'll be at the Fairfield Cumberland Presbyterian Church this year.
Fairfield CP Church out there,
Fairfield
right next to Walmart.
That's exactly right.
Just east of Walmart. So yeah, just up the hill. Easy to find and a lot of room in there.
Yes, we changed locations this
You're
year.
going to put it in the gymnasium back there? Oh, good. Must not be having junior pro stuff going on.
They have soccer on Saturday morning.
Outside.
But we close down on Saturday for the judging on Saturday morning, so it will all work out.
Perfect. Tell me about some of these paintings. That looks, I got that correct direction sitting up, right?
Yes, you do. That is correct. Up's all right. I'm not sure whose that is because I can't read the name on it, but that is one that it looks like it might even be a Spencer because it's that gold frame. But
yeah, Spencer had his own signature on the frames too, didn't he?
Yes. So, but that, I mean, you can tell it's going down a lane, which makes me also believe it might be Spencer because he liked to do roads.
He liked to do roads, and you can also see that's beginning to be autumn colors there too.
Yes.
Actually, I tell you what, that looks like it might be going down a lane toward one of the few river drives.
Well, it may be up at Samdale Lake even too.
Okay,
Because last year several of them went to Samdale Lake to paint.
Oh, now that's a gorgeous one.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this one.
You know, I'm really bad about
Is that a watercolor as well?
I think it is a watercolor.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if it's watercolor, it's probably one of 3 or 4 people. It could be Caleb Shelby, it could be, which makes me think that's whose it is, but I'm not sure.
Really? I would have thought you'd have had more than just because Spencer was usually watercolor, wasn't
Yes.
he? Mm-hmm. I would have thought you'd have had more than of your 25. It sounds like 10 or 15%. I would think you'd be more than that.
Yeah, no, we had Spencer, Caleb Shelby, and then there's 2 gentlemen that come from Quincy area that are watercolorists.
Okay, that's intriguing. See that.
That's the Nocturne.
That's the Nocturne. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is, I do recognize that. That is Javalu.
Mm-hmm. That is
And
the alley.
Deb Williams.
Yes, that is the alley between Javalu.
Looks like Deb Williams is the artist there.
Yes, and she's from over by St. Louis, Belleville area.
Is she coming back this year?
Yes, she'll be back.
Okay, well, you see there $325. Is that typical
Yes.
of pricing? Because the pricing is you guys kind of try to set the pricing beforehand, don't you?
Well, they set their own prices.
They set their own prices.
But in other events that they go to, other organizations take a commission from their paintings. We do not do that. So we tell them, keep your prices in accordance to the fact that we don't take a commission
Keep
from
your
you.
pricing, realizing that you're going to get the whole thing.
Right. Not that we don't value your painting or your work, but remember, you're getting all of the income from it.
So that makes the price probably a little less expensive than it would be elsewhere.
A little less than where they would elsewhere.
There you go. Let's see. Now you're going to see this in Wayne County.
Yeah, this is a typical Wayne County painting.
Yeah.
Rural area with some bends and roads and.
You got bends, you got roads. However, I like they've got the power line, if not the line in there.
And I'd say that one's an acrylic if I were guessing.
Well, why would you say?
Just because of the way the paint looks.
Yeah, it looks a little thicker up there in the green in the
Yes.
left-hand corner, doesn't it?
Yes.
Left-hand upper corner. That's very nice. And you'll see a few of these. There aren't nearly as many barns as there used to be.
We are lacking on barns a little bit these days, and these artists love to do barns.
You were mentioning before we were talking earlier in that first segment about the Spencer had mapped several different places in Wayne County. Tell how you guys are incorporating that into an assignment for the painters.
Okay, we're doing a special award. It's Spencer. Well, it's in memory of Spencer Meager.
Right.
And through the years for the paint out, he would drive around the county and he would pin locations on Google Maps.
Right.
And they were saved.
See, now you when you mentioned it earlier, you said he put it on a map, and I was thinking he was just.
You're thinking of flat map.
I was thinking, that big Wayne County map or something like that. He was just putting pins on it. That's not what he's doing at all.
No, he was techie.
He was techie. He was putting them in a Google map system, and you folks are going to do what with those pins?
He's shared that map through the years with one of our committee members. So
Okay.
she has access to that and is going to print those locations out, and they will choose one of those locations and go paint at that point.
So the artists are being assigned basically a Spencer Meager vision.
Right, and that's what Through the Eyes of Spencer Meager. That's the name of the award.
Is that right?
So.
Well, that is so cool. I mean, because we're going to talk a little bit about Spencer here, but a lot more here in a minute. Tell me about this painting. This was this is very, very nice, and it's a winner, isn't it?
It is a winner. This one is done by Catherine Martinez. She is.
Is she going to be back this time?
Yes, she will be.
Okay.
She does a lot of Western kinds of artwork.
Okay.
And she did this painting at the Wayne County Saddle Club last fall when she was here last year.
The one just north of the airport?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We had a couple of families come out with their horses, and the artist actually got to paint them. And this was one of the young men that was there with his horse, and she took it back with her. It wasn't for sale, but so she enhanced it a little bit.
Do you think she knew that
I don't know if
she
just wasn't satisfied with it at that point or what, but she took it back with her.
Had she submitted it for a prize?
I don't remember that it was. Because the little boy, his parents and grandparents bought several paintings that had been done of him, so I don't think it was there. But it's now going to the American Academy.
Golly, they're going to want to buy it now that it's a prize winner.
I know, and they know it's around because I've shared it with them. But it's going to the American Academy of Equine Art juried fall show in just a few weeks.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, now that's probably a pretty big deal for an equine artist. I mean, you can drive anywhere. You go to any art gallery, you'll see horses because they're so beautiful to paint.
Right.
And as part of the process of painting, these artists, they usually need something to stand still. How'd they get a kid on a horse to stand still long enough to do a painting?
I guess well-trained child and horse. I don't know. We had two families there with horses, and every one of those horses stood well for it. I mean, they would stand for a long time with them.
Well, it's a gorgeous animal.
Oh, yes.
Let alone, the kid looks like he's probably waiting, but
yes. Hurry it up now.
Hurry it up! I'm ready to go right off. I'm ready to go. At least he's standing in the shade.
Yes.
And then whenever the reason I bring this up and keep showing it is because we do the Wabash. We shoot out there every year the horse show, and we shot the horse show. So you kind of get an idea whenever you take a look at our videos of it. I haven't seen anything that looks just like that. We need to shoot more toward the trees. Because that was pretty cool. I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and remember Spencer Meager a little bit more because the show is dedicated to Spencer this year, isn't it? And there was a big show last year of what was the fundraiser?
Yes, we did a fundraiser last June.
Did a fundraiser for Spencer as well. We're going to come back, talk a little bit about how we miss Spencer Meager and give you some of his work, show you some of his work. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I've got Melinda States here. We'll be back in just a moment.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, joined by Melinda States, and we are talking about Fairfield's Plein Air Paintout. And we would be remiss. I know we've talked about him a few times, but he's kind of the elephant in the room. Let's talk a little bit about Spencer Meager and how much he meant to this over the years, and he always was a participant too.
Yes.
in addition to helping coordinate the thing, wasn't he?
Yes.
Did he find that difficult to do?
Yes, he did.
I wondered about that.
But it was important to him to have things happen, and so he just did what needed to be done.
Yeah. Here's well, I put the wrong picture up there. There's Spencer there. It's not very close, but that's his first winner, isn't it? That's his best in show last year.
Right. Yeah.
Spencer is he was a wonderful individual and very giving of his time, not just to you folks.
No.
He lived in Jefferson County, and he would donate his time to the folks, to the schools over there, and to you mentioned earlier he was to businesses as well, right?
Yeah, he did a lot of things, classes and things for Hobby Lobby, over there.
You can still see his work.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was a graphic artist. If you go into what, is it Aldi's or something they had, or Kroger, he did some mural work for.
Yes, and he repainted the lady that stands in front of the tire company in Mount Vernon.
They're selling her.
Well, he repainted her. There's a mural in Wayne City.
What the heck was her name? The Stand
I don't
Tire
know.
Man girl.
Yeah.
Uniroyal, I can't remember what they call it.
There's a mural in Nashville, Illinois that he did. So he's got lots of work elsewhere.
Yeah, here he is in the, I'm guessing that's down in the Shawnee.
That's at Garden of the Gods.
And this is kind of, I'm going to leave this up there because that kind of shows you the setup of what most of the artists that you see will be doing, right?
That's exactly what they will have, mostly. They'll have that tray with their media, whatever they're using, whether it's pastels or watercolor or whatever, in that tray. Their easel sets up with their artwork in front of them. They usually have their hats on because they're out in the sun.
Yeah. Whenever you run into somebody, you'll see if you're traveling both in the cities of Wayne County or through the country, you'll come upon these guys.
Yes.
These men and women, and young men and women too, for that matter. What's the range in age this year?
Oh gosh, I don't know for sure, but there's David Harrell, who's
20 something.
Yeah.
Early 20s.
Late 20s, mid 20s probably, there's a couple of retirees, so there's some older ones also.
I guess the reason I bring that up is if you run into somebody out there and you're walking by or something, stop. They don't mind striking up a conversation.
They love for you to stop and talk with them.
Really?
Yeah. They may keep painting as you're talking.
Yeah, don't feel like they're putting you off if they keep painting while they're talking to you, because they can do that.
Right. They paint and talk at the same time.
You were talking about the nocturne. And weather won't affect them either. They'll if it rains, they'll just put an umbrella over that setup.
Yes.
No kidding.
No kidding. They paint no matter what the weather is. They're just like the Postal Service. They go whatever the weather may be.
Maybe even better than
Maybe
the
even better. That's exactly right. These days, for sure.
Oh well, I'm certain for you and for Spencer and for all the folks involved with the VPF, the Volunteers for Progressive Fairfield. It's kind of a labor of love for a minute.
It is.
How difficult do you find it getting housing for these people, or you're feeding them too, right? Like one or two meals a day?
Yeah, we feed them. Yeah, a couple meals a day.
Yeah.
We provide housing for them. We ask families in the community to host them.
Let's be a little bit more specific before we. I'm going to show the historical pictures here in a second because I'm trying to get my courage up. Let's be more specific. The Friday night event. What is the Friday night event?
Friday night event is when all the paintings that have been completed during the week will be on display.
Okay.
At the Fairfield CP Church.
At the CP Church.
In the CLC.
It's a $5 admission, right?
$5 admission.
That gives you a vote,
Yes.
right?
You get to vote for People's Choice, and you also get your name put in for a painting.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. You get your name put in for you're raffling one of the paintings?
We raffle a painting.
Which one? How do you choose which painting
in
is
the
raffled?
past, Spencer always provided us a painting. So we're kind of struggling with that right now, but we will have a painting.
There will be a painting.
There will be a painting
of some kind in the raffle. Well,
yes.
That's cool. Okay, so that's Friday night. What time?
6 to 8.
Let's see, Friday the 28th or
27th.
Is Fairfield in town? I'm trying to remember.
No, I don't think they are.
I don't think they are either.
I think they're in Carmine.
Okay. Oh, that's the Carmine week. Okay.
I think.
5th week of the season. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So 5 o'clock till 7, you say?
No, 6 to 8.
6 to 8. You moved it later.
Well, yeah, we did probably. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We have.
Want to make sure people can get there.
We have the purchase award people come in first. They have first option, and it's kind of hard for them to come in before 5 o'clock.
What's Saturday morning?
Saturday morning is the judging of the artwork by a professional judge.
Who's the judge?
His name is Sean Cornell. He's from St. Louis.
You've had him before?
We've had him before.
I kind of remembered the name.
Yes. And so it's not open while he's doing judging. We open up about 11, and then we're there till we're done.
And with 25 different artists, or 23 different artists, doing 4 days of work, you're going to have some. He's got some work cut out for him.
Yes, he does.
How many paintings do you typically have? I'm doing the
more
math
than 200.
in my head. Yeah, that's a. Wow, that is a ton. All right, I'm ready.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. Melinda and Spencer have been coming on my show since since they started. My show started back in 2013 or 2012 or 13 on the radio, and you guys came on like the very first show or something like that. One of the first shows. Don't have pictures from the prehistoric age.
Don't have any from the radio.
I don't have any from the radio. If I did have any pictures of me in the radio, they'd be burned. But since 2018, then they've been coming up here, and there is a picture. Looks like somebody punched me in the eye, but
and I'm asleep.
You're asleep. You're sleepy there. But there's a picture of Spencer and Melinda and myself as we're talking about painting. That's from 2018. That's that would have been October. Boy, I needed to put more stuff on the wall. Here is a year later. Look like you're falling asleep again.
Yeah. I'm listening to Spencer, though. I'm listening to Spencer.
Okay. Well, Spencer had he's showing us a painting.
Yes.
Kind of I guess showing what you would kind of expect to see.
Right.
He had painted this the day before and had brought it in there. That's I guess that's Carmi, right?
Or is it Carmel, Indiana?
That might be Carmel, Indiana.
It's somewhere along in there anyway.
So he's just kind of showing exemplar. That's what I was looking for of what folks can expect to see. And then here's Spencer from a couple of years ago, and I think that was before I moved over. Well, certainly before I moved over here, but that would have been like in October of 22 or something like that. Spencer just just an outstanding human being. How are you guys getting around and getting this done without him?
It's difficult.
It is difficult, I'm
Very
sure.
difficult, because he had that artist perspective, and he traveled a lot to other areas, so
And he could bring ideas home
brought
from.
ideas back to us, and it's
Now,
been very,
you realize you're going to have to start bugging David Harrell for that kind of stuff.
yeah, we're going to have to bug somebody.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. We're going to talk about a few of the other events taking place on this Fairfield Plein Air Paintout Week, set for September 24th to the 28th, and we'll do that right after this. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, a Fairfield Plein Air Paintout. What we're talking about here with Melinda States. And if you want more information, again, go to your Facebook page, right?
That's our best bet, is Facebook page.
Facebook page, and it'll give you the whole schedule of the public is invited. Can you? I can't make a buy on Friday night, can I?
Yes, you can buy on
I
Friday.
can buy on Friday night.
That is the night to buy, is Friday night.
Friday night is the night to buy. Okay, I was misunderstanding. I thought Saturday was the day to
No.
buy. I just can't take it with me.
If they're going to put it in for judging, no, you cannot take it with you.
Yeah, if it's going into the,
And they may, they don't put all their paintings in for judging, so there's options where you may be able to.
Okay.
But we sell on Friday night, and then again after 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay, so there you have it. You need to be at the Fairfield Cumberland Presbyterian Church, right up there just to east of Walmart on Friday night, 6 o'clock. You could still make the football game. Go there for a half an hour, then drive down to the game. Or for that matter, turn on Wabash Catch TV. We'll probably have we won't have the Fairfield game going, but we'll have some game going. I can't remember which one it is that night. Okay, so here's the better picture of Spencer that I was trying to find. That's a good picture of Spencer. Boy, he looked young for his age, didn't he? He was a man over 60 years old.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what.
And that's a fairly recent picture, I think.
Where everybody's gonna miss Spencer. That's for sure. One of the things that we haven't talked about, and I kind of showed the picture. Tell me what this little kid's doing.
He's doing some chalk art in front of the school in Fairfield.
Now, this is kind of one of the assignments, or this isn't going to be any of the, this isn't any of the plein air artists doing this.
No, this is all youth in the community. We've added a little event for them to come and kind of get their interest in artwork speared, So
how many kids will go? Is there a particular age group? I'm certain that the schools are probably assigning potential art classes to go out there and work on these.
I don't know how they're doing it. We are publicizing it right now. If you go to Vicki Gifford's, I think it's her art page is where it's at, and it's for grades 3 to 8. There's
Okay.
2 different age categories, and there's cash prizes.
I was going to say, those are going to be judged, aren't
Yeah,
they?
she has judges lined up, and they'll come through and judge the best.
And they have
the
done
top
this
3.
for a few years, right?
This is at least our 3rd time we've done it, yes.
The kids just must be having a ball.
Well, we hope they are. We do have some that show up, and they do enjoy it once they get there, so.
Have you gone down to take a look at some of the
Yes,
chalk
I went
art?
down last year when they were drawing, and they're all busy, and they're all visiting with each other,
I was gonna say,
just kids talking to each other.
Kids talking to each other, and do they ever? Were some of the output? Was it surprising? Was it?
There were some really neat things last year. We didn't get a very good close-up of all of them, but I picked that one because that was a young person drawing at
Yeah.
work, and I thought, well, that'll work for us,
Yeah.
so.
Well, he looks like he's having a good
Yeah,
time.
but they get a square of the sidewalk, and they can do whatever they wish to. And
He needs knee pads for crying out.
Oh, yes, he does.
That's gonna hurt. I tell you what, if he was my age, especially after my birthday here coming up.
Well, if you're my age, you couldn't get down like that.
No, you can get down, just can't get back up.
It's not pretty.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, and this has been a big success in the past. Of all the art that is submitted for sale, what kind of percentage you think is going to go out the door? Probably. You do how many? And you have a bunch of different prizes, right?
Yes, we do a best of show, 3 awards of excellence, a People's Choice, an Artist's Choice. We've got a Spencer. The one we are providing for Spencer Meager, then the Meager family is also doing a Spencer Meager Memorial Award.
Oh, wow, nice. Of their choice?
Well, it's actually Dr. Molt's choice.
Okay. Well, Dr. Moltz, he's
So-
got a good eye.
Yes. Well, actually, I think he's doing the one of ours. But anyway, we have several awards, and then they sell their paintings while they're here also. And in the last 3 years, we've sold more than $15,000 worth each year.
That's the thing. That's the thing, Melinda. That's the thing that's keeping your good level of
Yes.
artists, isn't it?
Yes, because if they don't sell,
If they're not selling, they're not
gonna
coming
come
back.
That's right.
And it's fascinating. If you get the chance, do go to one of the 2 exhibitions, because you'll see things that in a light that you've seen before. But then you'll see something. Wow, that's a really different view of that than I ever thought. Is that correct?
It all comes from Wayne County, so all the artwork does. But you see things that you think, where did that come from?
Yeah, that can't be in Wayne County. You'll just see some things that you don't expect. Well, that is outstanding. This is a wonderful. You guys, the VPF, probably trying to keep this going year after year and year after year, aren't you?
Right. We're hoping that we can keep it going. So
Well, I mean, it's not a big fundraiser or anything.
it's not a fundraiser for us.
Not a
no.
fundraiser at all. You're just doing it for the
Yeah.
culture and joy of Fairfield.
Right. The way we get our money is the $5 to get into the event. And then we have, the artists then provide us little 6x6 paintings that we do little raffle tickets on. That's how we fund it.
There you go, folks. So if you get down there, give $5 to get in the event, throw 10, throw an extra 5 or 10 in there. You'll take it, won't
Yes. Yeah, we'll take it. We don't ask you for it.
you? Well, that's cool. And will you give somebody 4 votes if they throw you 20?
I don't know about that. Usually it's 1 ticket per person.
Oh, okay,
We don't try to stuff the ballot box.
Melinda, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
Best
having
of
me.
luck. Have fun next week. Or 2 weeks against the 24th through the 28th. Thanks for watching Big Talk. We'll see you next time.